Okay, so take your time. I think I know everybody on the list today, and I've taught you all lots. So go for it, have fun, enjoy the practice. Stop if you need to. We're going to start now just in Virasana. So if this is a good, comfortable place for you to be in, then just seated on your heels with your shins on the floor and hands on your thighs. And then just let your eyes close and allow your face to relax. Just start to tune in to how you're breathing. You're lengthening the breath in and lengthening the breath out. And if you've just joined us, we're just starting seated on our shins. And if that's not comfortable for you, then you can cross your legs and sit down onto the floor. Now elongating the breath. Long, slow breath in through your nose. And long, slow breath out through the nose. Breathing in, filling yourself up. And then breathing out, emptying yourself. Breathing in, filling yourself up. Breathing out, trying to empty yourself completely. Last round, full breath in. Just trying to use your breathing to help energize you, to bring your focus inwards. Long, slow breath out, trying to empty completely, maybe emptying out any stress or tension that you've experienced today. Now keep the breath flowing, just like that, and let yourself fall over towards the left-hand side there. So you just let your hip sit down onto the floor and come into this little shape here. And then take your right hand on the outside of the left leg, and your left fingertips behind you. Take a long breath in, belly expands, body expands. And as you breathe out, try and squeeze both sit bones down towards the floor. One of them will be pushing into your heel probably. Twisting from your belly button and above. Coming back to the center, sit yourself back onto your heels. And then we can fall over towards the other side. And then taking the twist then that way, so it's the opposite hand to the knee goes outside the knee. So I've fallen onto my right side. So now I've got my left hand outside my right knee. Fingertips into the floor, take a full breath in. And a long breath out, belly draws back. Good, untwisting, come back to the center. And sitting back onto your heels. Breathe in, lift the head and chest up. And then breathe out and just fall forwards, relax the back of the back of your neck. Relax your lower back, relax your belly. So you could push down through your hands, almost like you're trying to drag the hands towards the knees. Lift your shoulders up and just feel that stretch there through your arms. Walk your hands back towards your knees. That's it. Come up to seated on your heels. And then take the twist over towards the left side. And then start to walk your fingers out. So it's like a sideways child's pose. See how far forwards you can go. Letting your head fall towards the floor. Breathing in, just notice the difference in this stretch. And breathing out. And walking your hands back. And bringing yourself back to the center. And then twisting towards the right side. And again, walking the hands out. So we've got like this little sideways child's pose. Reach the fingers as far forward as you can. You're going to feel a restriction through that left side there. You're breathing in, expanding into that left side if you can. And breathing out. Good. All right, walk the hands back up. And then come back to the center. And we're just going to bring our feet through and extend the legs out in front. Now, if you need to point and flex your feet here, you can. That's it. And use your hands by your hips. Just see how your hamstrings are. Push down through the hands to lift yourself up. And then fold over your legs. Just see how the hamstrings are. They might have a bend in the knees if your lower back is really hunched here. Otherwise, just breathing in, try and send the head towards the toes and the shoulder blades down the back. And relaxing over the legs when you feel where the hamstring starts to stretch there. Okay, start to bring yourself back up. And we're going to bend the right leg, so sole of the foot flat on the floor. Cross it over to the outside of the left leg, and then tuck the right foot on the outside of your left thigh. Fingertips again by your side. Breathe in, lift up, lengthen, and then breathe out and just fold over your leg. Now, don't worry if you don't go too far. It's whatever you've been doing all day. Maybe you've not been stretching, so maybe you've been walking and everything's stiffened up. Wherever you are, try and breathe and draw the chest towards the knees and relax over the leg. Could the chin come over the knee? It doesn't matter if not. Yeah, you've got to go to where you can get to. Okay, coming back up. And we're going to release the right leg, extend it out in front, shake it out if you need. Now we'll bend the left foot, or left knee, sorry. And place the left foot over the right leg, and then try and snuggle the heel there on the outside of that right thigh. Fingertips push down as the head and chest lifts up, and then exhaling, folding over the leg. Okay, and you'll go to your best place. If it feels good to reach the hands forwards, you can do that. But you want to breathe in and try and send the nose, the chest towards the toes. And then breathe out and bring your chin over your knees. Good. Well done. Good. Bringing it all the way back up. Extend the legs out in front. Give them a nice little shake out. Take your hands behind you and just have your feet wide, sort of on the inside of the mat there. And let one knee fall in and let the other knee fall in. And all the time you're keeping your breath slow and steady. So the muscles relax. You're tricking your muscles into relaxing. Good. So have a little play with this. You're going to put your feet flat, push your hands, see if you can come into your Malasana shape. It's going to be a little bit stiff to start off with. You can always have your block there underneath your hips if you need them. Press your palms together, elbows into your knees, lift the chest up. You can imagine your back just breathing a sigh of relief as you open up your hips, feel the weight of the tailbone move down and the crown of the head lift up. Press the palms to the floor, lift the hips up to the sky. You get that lovely hamstring stretch there. And heel toe the feet to the center. It's really important to have a bend in your knees. Breathe in, lift your head and chest up. You might feel like the hands on the shins might be better. And then breathe out. Keep that bend in the knees as you relax the tummy, the chest, the head down. So nice, heavy back of the neck. Well done. Okay, releasing that. Walk the hands to the forwards and then let the feet walk to the back. Come into plank pose and start to rock forwards and back. Remember now, you want to really get the tail tucking there. So take little circles one way, just waking up your wrist, and you can always do this with the knees down. And then circle it the other way. Good. Start to bend your knees as you push the hips up and back into your first downward dog.
And press the heels down one by one. Let the hips move from side to side there. Yeah. Okay, so keeping the feet a nice distance apart. Come up high up to your toes. And then bring yourself forwards into a plank pose. Let's fire up the core a little bit. Bring your right knee into your nose. Now keep the thigh there and push the hips up and back, downward dog, keeping the right thigh close to the chest. Bring it all the way back, knee into the nose. And then take it all the way back, right thigh to the belly. Last time, bring the knee, see if it can poke through your arms there. And then take it all the way back. How much can you hug your right thigh towards your chest? Now take the right leg up to the sky. We can open up the hip and create a figure of 8 with that right knee. Yeah, so it goes up to the sky and opens. And then bring the right knee towards left elbow, right elbow, all the way back up. Okay, try that one more time. Cool. Now bring your right knee outside your right arm. Squeeze the right knee into the right arm. And pop the right foot outside your right hand. Yes. Lower the left knee down. Come onto your fingertips. Breathe in, lift the head and chest up. And then breathe out, turn your right foot onto its side. Yeah, so you've got that sole of the foot towards the sky there. Now, enjoy this. Walk your hands away from your right foot, all the way over to the left side. Yeah. See how low you can go. Enjoy the stretch there from the right hip, right side. Breathe in. Good. And then breathe out. Excellent, guys. Walk your hands all the way back. Did you keep breathing then? Right foot goes flat. Back toes touch, tuck under. Lift the back knee and then bring the back foot outside of the left hand. Sit the hips towards the floor. Palms come together, heart center. Lift the head and chest up. Well done, guys. Take the hands to the floor. Lift the hips up. Feel the hamstrings there. And then heel toe the feet to the center. Make sure you've got that bend in your knees. Breathe in, lift the head and chest up, keeping your lower ribs on your thighs. Breathe out, plant the hands. Now play with this. You're going to bend your knees. You're going to bend your elbows. You're going to try and keep that shape as you slide your right leg flat. Try and keep that shape as you slide your left leg flat. Push up into plank. And then take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Awesome. Big breath in. Long breath out, hips up high, heels towards the floor. If you need a bend in your knees, that's going to help your lower back to get a little bit longer. Okay, from here now, take the left leg up to the sky. We're going to bring the knee in between your arms here. Hold tight. Core will start to work now. Keep the left thigh close to the chest as you lift the hips right back up in this strange down dog. Yeah. Again, bring the knee in between your arms. Take it all the way back. Really feel the core, draw the left thigh up. Last time, knee pokes through your arms. And then take it all the way back. Good. We'll lift the knee up to the sky, so you're opening up that hip now. And find some inner and outer rotations with the leg. So left knee to right elbow, over to left, and then opening up. Try it 2 or 3 more times. Trying to get a little bit of movement in that left hip. Good, so now this time bring your left knee outside your left arm. Try and pop the foot outside your left hand. Don't worry if that right knee needs to drop there. We're going to drop that right knee now anyway. So fingertips come onto the floor and lift the head and chest up. Check in with your right thigh, your right hip. How's it doing there today? You can turn your left foot onto its side. Keep drawing the chest forwards. Here is good. You can be here or walk your hands over to the right side. See how far over to the right you can go. Reach through the left fingertips. Try not to sickle into that left ankle. Yeah, so that left ankle is strong. Breathe in. And breathe out. Awesome, guys. Walking the hands back. Plant your left foot flat. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. Squeeze that left knee into the arm. And then carefully, keeping nice and low, jump the right foot outside the right hand. Lower the hips to the floor. Bring the palms together. Squeeze the elbows into the knees so you can really open up those hips. And then as you breathe out, palms down, lift the hips up. Then heel toe the feet to the center. Breathe in, lift the head and chest up. You got that bend in your knees, rib cage on the thighs. And then breathe out, fall forwards, hands plant, bend your knees. You can always have a block underneath your heels here if you want. We won't be here long anyway. So now try and bend over and try and have your elbows bent. It's a little bit strange, but see now if you can keep the elbows as they are and slide your left leg back. Then slide your right leg back. So you've got your arms bent and you're going to push up into that plank and you're going to take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. How much did you love that one? Breathing in, belly expands, body expands. Breathing out, push the mat away, yeah, with both the hands and the feet, push them away. Let's keep it going. Bring the big toes to touch. And then as you breathe in, right leg to the sky, heel into your bottom, open up the hip there. Now breathe out, bring your right knee to your left elbow. And then extend your right leg to the left side. You got the edge of the foot on the floor there. Breathe in, draw the head and chest forwards. Breathe out, squeeze the inner thighs together. Good. From here, take your right leg all the way back and open up the hip. And we'll bring the right knee into your nose now. Slot the foot inside the hands. You can lower the left knee to get the foot there. Draw the head and chest forwards, reach your arms up, high lunge. And then straight away, drop the back heel 45. Walk your front foot forwards, warrior 2. Good, flip the palm. Reach it forwards and then take it back as you breathe into the side of the body. Good, and then breathe out. Right hand comes down. Big circle, left arm up and over the head. Plant your hand down. Walk your right foot to the right side. Front foot floats to the back. Your first vinyasa now. You can drop your knees or stay in full plank. And elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down. Breathe in to lift the head and chest up, cobra or upward dog. Take it straight up and back, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Try not to forget to breathe here. Big toes touch. Breathe in, lift the left leg to the sky. Heel into your bottom now and open up the hip. Feel the stretch there through the right leg. And now bring your left knee to tap your right elbow. And from there, just extend the leg to the right side. Yes. See now if you can draw the head and chest forwards. You can always have a bend in this right leg. Left leg. Breathing in. Good. Now as you breathe out, just bring the left knee back in. Take it all the way back and open up the hip. And we'll bring the left knee into your nose. Try and pop the foot there inside the hands. We can lower that right knee to do that. Come up into a high lunge shape now. So the back knee is off the floor. Arms lift up. And then we ground the back heel 45. Walk your front foot forwards, warrior 2. Flip the front palm as you breathe in. Reach forwards and then take it back. And breathe into the side of your body. Good, windmill, the left hand down, touch the floor. Look up at the right hand, take a big circle. Plant the hand down, walk your left foot over to the left side, and then front foot moves to the back. So your choice. Now you can drop your knees like if you did earlier, or go down one long plank, squeeze the elbows in, lift the head and chest up, cobra or upward dog. Elbows bent if it's cobra. Take it straight up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in, guys. Take a break whenever you need it. Long breath out. Let's keep moving. Bring your big toes to touch. Lift your right leg to the sky. Yeah. Heel to bottom now and open up the hip. Feel the stretch with the left leg. And right knee comes to tap your left elbow, and we'll extend the leg towards that left side. All right, this time now, just jump your left foot back a little bit. Make sure your right foot is flexed and draw the head and chest forwards. Yeah. We're going to drop your back heel 45 and then sweep left fingers to the sky. Push the hips up, breathe in. Good, and as you breathe out, left hand comes down. Right leg goes all the way back up and open up the hip there. Bring the knee into the nose, slot the foot inside the hands. Come up into that high lunge shape. Nice guys, well done. And drop the back heel, open up warrior two, spread your shoulders there. Good. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards, and breathe into the side of your body. Now if you're super comfortable in this pose, find somewhere else within it to be. Big circle now, right forearm onto the thigh, left fingers to the sky. This is a good option to stay there if that feels enough. Or right hand inside right foot and try and twist the chest towards the left. You're going to hang tight here or take the left hand behind your back. Fingers can snuggle around the right thigh. Or the hand can hang down on the back of that right thigh. Right hand can go through the hole in the leg, catch hold of the fingers, and draw the top shoulder back. Yeah, you don't have to be here though. Breathe in. Breathe out to twist, twist, twist. Lovely guys. Release and take the hands either side front foot. Yeah, pick your back heel up, walk your right foot over to the right, and then front foot to the back. That right leg should feel pretty good now. Lower your knees if you want to, or breathe out as you lower down. Breathe in as you lift your head and chest up. Breathe out as you take it back downward facing dog. One last round and then we get a break. Breathe in. And breathe out. So bring your big toes to touch. Breathe in, lift the left leg to the sky. Heel to bottom, open up the hip. Enjoy that stretch there. Left knee comes to tap the right elbow. And then extend the leg to the right. Now I like to move that right foot back a bit and draw the chest forwards. Now you can drop the back heel 45, it's enough to be here, or send the right fingers to the sky. Breathing in, push your hips up, and then breathe out. Right hand down, left leg goes up, heel to bottom, open up the hip. And bring the left knee into your nose. Try and slot the foot inside the hands. Right knee can lower to do that. Lift the arms up, come up into that high lunge shape. Nice, guys. Straight into warrior two, dropping the back heel. Front foot walks forwards. Breathe in, flip the palm, reach forwards, and then take it back. Enjoy the stretch to the side there. Good. Bring the left forearm onto the thigh. Right fingers to the sky. Now if that's enough, stay there. Right hand can go inside front foot if you want. Twist the chest to the right. Sorry, left hand inside the foot. Now you could take your right hand behind your back. You could snuggle the fingers around the thigh there, or let them hang down the outside of the thigh. And then the left hand could reach through to catch hold of the fingers. And it doesn't matter if this doesn't happen. Yeah, you can be with the forearm on the thigh, but breathe in. And then breathe out, look down. Release the hands, bring them either side front foot. Pick your back heel up, walk the left foot over to the left side, and then let the left foot move to the back. Plank pose. Your vinyasa, guys, go with the flow. What would you like to do? Yeah, would you like to lower the knees? Would you like to go straight to down dog? Full breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Walk your hands back towards your feet and then bend your knees. Okay, now have your big toes touching and open your knees wide. This is your rest moment. Walk your hands forwards and relax the tummy, the chest, the head down. Now if this is really tough for you, pop a block underneath your heels. You can always come in and out of it as well. You don't need to stay there in pain. One more breath. Good. So then just looking forwards, reach your left hand forwards and then try and snuggle your left arm underneath the left shin and have the palms flat there. Reach the right fingers forwards and then slide the right arm underneath the right shin. Spread your fingers. This might be enough. You can be here. Or try and rock onto the hands. Lay the left shin on the left arm. Maybe the other foot comes off. Right shin on the right arm. Okay? You might just be in the stretch where we was before. Or maybe you've come into this little strange Bakasana. Lower the feet down if they lifted. Did we all survive that? And then we'll push the heels to the floor, hips to the sky. Maybe the feet still need to come towards each other. Breathe in, lift and let them. And then breathe out and fold it forwards. Let's come up to standing for a moment. Roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Keep the knees bent, hands behind you, thighs forwards, hips forwards, lean it back. And then lift yourself up and over to hinge from the hips. Lovely, guys. Release the hands, scoop the head and chest up. And then breathe out. Walk your hands towards a plank pose. And then push the hips up and back, downward facing dog. All right, let's keep it going. One last flow. Bring your big toes to touch. Breathe in, lift the right leg up. Heel to bottom, open up the hip there. Right knee comes to tap the left elbow. Like you have just done, extend the leg to that left side. Good. Maybe jump that left foot to the back of the mat a bit. And then ground the left heel 45. Right fingers twist to the sky. Now a little option here. Push the hips back. Hover your right foot off the floor. If you want more, hand outside your right foot and draw the right foot to the front of the mat. Yeah, if you want more. One more breath, wherever you are. And then release. Left hand down, right leg up, heel to bottom, open up the hip. Right knee into nose, slot the foot inside the hands. Come up, high lunge shape, nice and strong, confident. Ground the back heel 45, walk your front foot forwards, warrior 2. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards and take it back. Breathe into the side. Try and not check out here where you feel comfortable. Yeah, try and not check out. Big circle now. Right hand comes down, left hand follows. Reach the arm up and over your head. Plant the hand and walk your right foot over to the right side. We're going to lower the left knee to the floor. Release the left toes. Come back onto your left knee and draw your right toes up. Good. Now maybe your hamstring feels it enough right here. Or you can come onto fists. Start to edge your right foot forwards a bit. That might be enough. You might be able to tuck your back toes and lift the back knee off. Now, as you go into it, if you're going to go a little bit deeper, squeeze your right hip back as the right leg pulls forwards. So you don't want that right hip to move forwards. You want to try and keep it in line with the left. And you only want to go as far as feels good for you. Breathing in. Don't worry where you're at in this pose. We're all in different places here. And then breathing out. The back toes are tucked, so you can push down to your hands. Try and leave your mat where it is. And then extend the right leg all the way back to open up the hip. Lovely. Lower your right foot to the floor. Take a full deep breath in. And a long breath out. Hips up high. Good. Breathe in, lift the left leg to the sky. Heel to the bottom so you open up the hip there. And now bring your left knee to your right elbow. Extend the leg over towards the right side. Draw the head and chest forwards, edge the back foot back. Drop the back heel, reach right fingers to the sky. Now it's good to be here. You can also come in and out of this. Or push your hips back, hover your left foot off the floor. You could catch hold of the left foot and then encourage the left leg to the front of the mat. It's a massive stretch, be careful. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, right hand comes down, left leg goes up, heel to bottom, open the hip. Good. Bring your left knee into your nose, lock the foot inside the hands. Now as it gets comfortable and familiar, try not to check out. Reach the arms up, high lunge. How does that feel there? Drop the back heel, walk front foot forwards, warrior two. Flip the palm, reach it forwards and take it back. Breathe into the side of the body. And then windmill, left hand comes down, right hand follows. Big circle, all right. Heel comes up at the back, front foot moves over to the left. And we'll lower the right knee down. And come back onto the right knee, and draw your left toes up. So now your hands could be on a block here. Yeah. See how this feels for you. One more breath in. A long breath out. You're doing great, guys, doing great. Now just see what's possible, yeah? So you could come onto the fists and you just slide that left leg forwards a bit. Try and hook the left hip back though. And then tuck your back toes and maybe lift that back knee off the floor. That might be enough, yeah? It might be enough with the back knee down. All is good. Maybe you want to go a bit lower, sliding that front foot forwards, but mindful that the left hip doesn't join it. And then just hanging out wherever you feel you're good to be. Big breath in. Long breath out. Well done. Make your way out of this shape. Palms flat, push down. Squeeze the left leg in and then heel to bottom to open up the hip there. And then lower the foot down to meet the right foot. Lower the knees. Sit back into your heels. Take a little moment here, child's pose. Forehead down towards the floor. If you do need a drink right now, take a drink. If you do need to adjust your clothing, adjust your clothing. Settling just for this moment into however your body feels now after all of that. Okay, so we're nice and warm. Let's see what else we can do here. Come up onto all fours. And we'll tuck the toes under and up into that downward dog shape. Lift the right leg up to the sky. Heel into your bottom, open up the hip. And now right knee towards the left elbow, just like you have been doing. And extend the right leg to the left side. Yeah, so make that a comfortable place, or as comfortable as you can be. Now you're going to edge that left foot back. And you're going to slide that right foot to the left side. You're trying to keep the left hip facing down as you stretch the outside of your right leg. It might feel impossible. See how low you can go. If there's sofas in the way, maybe you could kind of shuffle over. So you might be up here, this is good. Or maybe you've managed to get the outer thigh down. If you have, walk your hands forwards and relax forwards. Yeah. If not, you're just exploring it here, pressing and squeezing the inner thighs together. Good. If you're all the way down, walk your hands back in, lift yourself back up, and then take your right foot to the back. Hips up, downward facing dog. How does that feel there in your right hip? So now we're going to bring the left leg to the sky, heel into your bottom, open up the hip. And as you breathe out, left knee to your right elbow, and extend your left leg to the right side. It's already good here. Maybe your wrists are feeling it. You could come down onto your forearms maybe, see what feels right. Or maybe you could bump that right leg back and slide the left leg over to the right side. And again, we're trying to keep this right hip forwards. If you are okay here, stay here. Or maybe you could reach the hands forwards and breathe into the inner and outer hip here. Well done, wherever you are, well done. Walk your hands back in. Tuck your back toes, lift the left leg up, heel to bottom, open up the hip. And then we lower the left foot to meet the right. All right, so now we're coming into seated. Lift the right leg to the sky. Heel to the bottom, open up the hip. Right knee into your nose now. Pop the foot inside the hands and then turn both toes to face the side of your mat. You're gonna bend the knees and maybe bring your feet a little bit closer. Sit your hips down onto the floor. Yes, good. And now extend your legs out to the corners of the mat. Everybody's favorite pose. Flex your feet, toes straight up, knees straight up. Take a full breath in. And as you breathe out, can you push your hips forwards a little bit more? Now, if this is really hard work for you, sit on a block. And if it's still really hard work, bend your knees. And I like to line up my feet with the edges of the mat so I know I'm level. Big breath in. Good. And as you breathe out, just casually walk your hands forwards. See how far you can go. If it feels like knees are falling inwards, toes are falling inwards, maybe take it back a step. If your knees are bent, that's going to help you back a little bit. But if you can straighten your legs, push the backs of the legs down into the mat without hurting yourself. Every exhale, could you sink forwards that little bit more? Just listening to your body. This is always where the breath needs to be much louder than the thoughts. And when you're ready, start to bring yourself right back up. Well done. Okay, take your hands behind you and bring the feet in. Have your feet as wide as your mat, maybe either side of the mat there, or you're sideways. So feet nice and wide, and then let the knees fall in and out. If your inner and outer hips have worked hard today. So just to slow it down a bit now, come to facing the right way on your mat, okay, and bring your right shin so it's parallel to the line at the top of your mat. Yeah, and then flex your foot. And then bring your left leg parallel to this right leg and your ankle also in line with that knee. If it's too much, sit yourself up on a block. Hands sort of either side here in front of you. Breathe in, lift yourself up. And then breathe out. Walk yourself forwards. And I want you to work on pressing your inner left thigh into the floor. So you're pushing your knee into the floor and you're pushing your ankle into the floor and you're trying to feel that inner left thigh pushing into the floor. If it's too much, be on your hands. If it's too much, block underneath your hips. One more breath. And then bring yourself back up. Well done. Just hang tight here a minute. Push your knee down and try and lift your foot up. See how that feels there in the rotation of the hip. There might be a little bit of cramping going on. And we'll lower the foot down. Good. Now the soles of the feet are going to touch the floor as you lift your knees up. And we're going to take it over to the other side. Okay, so line up your shin with the top of the mat. And then bring that other leg in line with your front shin. That's it, oops. And then bring your foot so it's in line with your knee. Breathe in, hands by just in front of you here, pushing away to lift up. Block underneath your left hip if you need it. And then exhaling, rolling forwards. Now squeeze this right knee down. Squeeze the inner right thigh down. Squeeze your right foot down. Only go as far as feels like a good place for you to go. Any further than that, there's just no point hurting or overstretching anything. Breathe in, and you're pushing down through the back foot, the right knee, the inner right thigh. Good, and then breathe out, start to walk your hands back in. And you can push down now, once you're there, through that right knee to try and lift the right foot up, getting that big inner rotation in the hip. And then lower the foot down, pick both knees up, soles of the feet flat onto the floor, and then we just take it over to the other side. And we're going to do that a few times. So you're going to super nice and loose in your hips. So a lot of you have been telling me that you are getting bad backs from sitting in these comfy chairs, which aren't your office chairs. This is a great one. If you can get your hips nice and loose, it's going to free up your backs a little bit. Okay, last one. Good. Okay, so bringing that left leg across now. Hook it over your right knee. And you've got your left foot just on the outside of your your right foot on the outside of that left thigh there. Breathe in, lift yourself up. And then breathe out. Right arm hooks around your left leg. Left fingertips behind you to twist. One more breath here. So last few twists, just until we finish. And long breath out. Good. All right, float back to the center. Now, breathe in, lift up, and then breathe out like we did, chin over your knee. If that is already enough for you, stay there. Otherwise, wrap your left foot around your right thigh, a little bit like you did earlier, but your leg was out in front. Breathe in, lift the head and chest up. You want your knees stacked on top. If it doesn't feel right, go back to the pose before. And then walk your hands forwards, chin over your knee. Relax your hips here, see if you can relax them. Don't worry if you can't go down too low, and try not to check out. Check into where you're feeling it. Good. Bring yourself back up. Well done, guys. All right, you're going to release the legs, shake them out, and then change. So your left leg is going to go through, and that right leg is going to go over the top there. Then create a little space by moving that heel out for both hips to sit down. Reach the left fingers up to the sky, and then you can hold on to the left knee there to twist. Maybe you want to go a bit deeper. Left arm on the outside of the right leg. You choose. Both sitting bones though, pressing down, breathing in. And breathing out to twist, twist, twist. Excellent, good. Come back to the center. Breathe in, lift yourself up, and then breathe out, chin over your knee. And that might be enough there. Everything might be screaming right there. Or you can lean back, wrap your right foot on the outside of the left thigh. You want to wiggle yourself so those knees are stacked on top. If it hurts your knees at all though, go back. Yeah, breathe in, lift up. And then breathe out. You can reach your hands forwards, lower your chin over your knees. And try and relax any tension that you're feeling there. See if you can relax any of the muscles that are talking to you there. Nice, guys. Walk your hands back. Well done. Release the legs. Give them a nice little shake out. And then sit comfortably, one foot in front of the other, maybe on a block. Rest your hands on your knees. Breathe in, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. And then open mouth, exhale, let the shoulders drop. And then set your eyes closed down. Now with the eyes closed, tune in to how your hips feel, how the legs feel. Notice how the mind is. Did you manage to breathe a little bit louder than the thoughts? And so giving yourself that little bit of time out that we all search for within our practice. And sitting here in this easy pose, whole body alive from the practice. Decide if you need a Shavasana now. So if you need a little bit longer to come around, then you can lie down onto your backs. And take your feet to the corners of the mat and just stay there for as long as you need to. And if you're ready to move with me, you can bring your palms to touch and push your thumbs into your chest bone. Long breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for coming this evening, practicing with me. Namaste. Have a beautiful evening. If you have any questions about any of that, just send me a message and I will answer any questions that you might have. And don't forget, we've got a workshop on Saturday all about back bending. So if you have got a bad back, then it's a good one to come to. Yeah, it's not one to avoid, it's definitely one to come to. Good. So as always, send me feedback, guys, and anything you need, let me know.